I didn't start out with any loans or anything. I literally started this business with about £100. You don't need a lot of money to start. I think this is something that I get asked a lot. I've been doing this for about 4 years now, and I haven't took out a loan.
How do you actually fund your business? How do you have the capital to go purchase pieces and resell them?
So while I was interning and doing everything I was doing up there, despite having so many jobs, I was still barely surviving. Like, my friends have this joke that, Elle will cook you beans on toast whenever you want, because she's like beans on toast queen, because I literally lived on beans on toast for about 4 years. Don't know how I survived. I was still really struggling, especially on a creative course, you know, fabric, sewing machines, pattern cutting, even paper. Things like paper, I was like, I have to pay for paper? Like, when I was at college and stuff, everything was kind of given, and then you're thrown into this world where, no, you have to pay for everything. When I was working, especially, this is something that kind of inspired the sustainability side around my business as well. Working in kind of like a fast fashion brand, there were so many sample sales happening every day, things being thrown away every day, things that didn't make the cut, things that were a bit wrong here. You know how it goes. And I asked if I could attend some of the sample sales and realised that the things that were being thrown out, or the things that didn't quite make it, could be easily fixed. And with my like sewing knowledge and stuff, that's what I did. If they were going to throw it in the bin, no, I'll take it, you know what I mean, I'll have it. So I would fix anything that had holes in, or adjust lengths on skirts or anything like that, and then that's what I started to resell. And I only used to do it like if rent was coming up and I wasn't quite making it. It was just like an extra little bit of money. So yeah, if rent was due, or phone bill was due, or there was just a bill that I wasn't going to quite make, I would fix any pieces that they were throwing out or anything like that, and resell them that way. Or also going to so many shoots and so many kind of PR events and stuff, goodie bags, things were just given to you. Like, don't get me wrong, it was great. I enjoyed that part of the job, but I didn't need these things. And this is kind of what sparked the whole consumerism side of fast fashion that I personally didn't like. Coming from somewhere where I didn't spend any money on clothes until kind of like college, uni times, everything was always hand-me-downs. The whole consumerist side of fast fashion, it was starting to get to me a little bit, and the waste that I saw in so many brands that I worked for, so many brands that I interned with. I just thought, if there's something I can do, or if there's a way I can stop that going in the bin, or, you know, like it didn't make sense to me what I was seeing. So I just used that to kind of work with the skills that I had to make a little bit of money and pay my rent, basically, in a nutshell. And then moving on from that, like currently, I didn't start out with any loans or anything. I literally started this business with about £100. Went to a car boot. We go to car boots every single weekend, but this time I was like, right, the things that I'm currently putting up are selling. Let me try and find the pieces that everyone asks me for, like the vintage jumpsuits, the denim jackets. Let me see if I can find those things, and let me see what I can do with this £100. Did it the first time and was like, bingo.
This is the thing.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah, it did really well. And it literally just grew from there. Literally from that moment, from that first kind of sourcing trip I did, it just grew and grew and grew and grew, and now I'm doing sourcing trips about twice a week now. So you don't need a lot of money to start. I think this is something that a lot of people, I get asked a lot, and people kind of ask me for advice on getting business loans and everything. And I mean, I've been doing this for about 4 years now, and I haven't took out a loan. I think it's about using what you can do personally. It is hard, it is stressful, like I'm running around like a headless chicken every day, but if you have a skill, use it, kind of thing, and get other people involved, get friends involved. You know, everyone, if they're good friends, let's just say, but everyone wants to see you do well. You know, if you can help each other, collaborate, don't throw too much money in too soon. That's my number one piece of advice for anyone.
I love that you said that, because I think people tend to think when they want to start something that money is going to solve every problem that they have, when really it's kind of a manpower issue. It's really just like you don't really have enough hands to help you. And like you said, get the good friends involved. I've listened to so many different people who have started amazing businesses, and they always say, oh, it was my cousin and me in the garage for like a good year, you know? So we were making whatever, you know, the whole, this is a very grassroots situation. And so not feeling like you have to have it all together from the start, I think is a big relief for people.